Here we are, GladrapChannel. It's the 4th of May. We are at Nigel Elliot Show, Iron Fist 6, Return of the Warrior. Don Rowlands Centre, Lake Karapiro, joined with you today, Isaac Savage, and the man himself, John the Rebel Conway. 168 fights, Australasian champ, South Pacific, Hong Kong, welterweight, kickboxing champ, now trainer to many champs across New Zealand. Welcome aboard, John the Rebel Conway.
Thank you, and thanks for having me down here. It's good. It's a good night put on by Nigel Elliot.
He's had a few fights himself. Now he's jumping in at the promoting hat, the ref hat. He might even jump in again and have another fight. What do you reckon, John?
Oh, he should. He goes well.
We have David Craig calling the action as we get ready now for fight number 7, Darelene Villaver versus Francisca Kurghan. Going to be another action-packed fight, and what so far has been a great night of fights, John.
It has been. There's been some really good fights, some close contests. Well, matchmakers did a good job. Nigel, some very close fights.
Another female fight here too, and as we discussed earlier, females fight different. They fight with ferocity. They're ferocious, and they leave no gas for the road home because they just go in to win, and they start off sometimes a lot quicker than the lads.
They do, and they got the middle parts quick and the ends quick. They're fast fighters, especially at the lighter weights.
And these girls look a little bit lighter too. Look, she's stepped in. She's ready to rock.
She's pumped up.
Francisca Kurghan. Both girls looking around the sort of middle to probably lightweight. It's hard to call the weight.
I think
back here.
Yeah, I think they're pretty light. They look
around the 65 to 70 keg mark.
Yeah, maybe 60 kgs.
Venom shorts there from Francisca Kurghan. Potentially a kickboxing background, but also Darelene sporting the kickboxing shorts as well. So let's see how they go there tonight as we get ready for round number 1, 3x2.
They seem both happy to be in the ring. That's good. Probably been training for weeks and months. All for this event, all for tonight.
She's ready to rock and roll. Look at her, Francisca, there in the blue headgear, the plaits, against Darlene there in the black headgear, gold and black shorts.
David Craig just going over some of the rules. He would have talked to them earlier in the night. David Craig, international referee.
Look at that tight stance there of Francisca. She's ready to rock. She's pumped.
Ding, ding, the bell goes. Here we go.
Quick jab out there. Right jab coming out first. Another southpaw. Just throwing with venomous intent there. Francisca coming forward.
Oh, Francisca landed a nice left hand there of the southpaw stance. The power punch.
Certainly taking it to Darlene. There in the black singlet, black headgear.
As Darlene wants to establish a defence first before she launches an attack because she's on the back foot.
The aggressor of the two, Francisca, just walking forward, punishing Darlene.
And she's nothing sloppy. She's been very smart punching, straight. Oh, she just got stood up there by a punch.
And we talked about the aggression from these females. They're certainly thrown down. I mean, look at the way Francisca's just stalking her prey, not moving on any angle, just coming straight forward, possibly from a kickboxing background, I'm not sure. But it's certainly the trait of a kickboxer, just to walk forward, no angles, just cut you down.
Yeah.
Oh, body shots now. There's a barrage of uppercuts now going back up to the head. Darlene's taking a bit of a beating in this latter part and large chunk of the round. Mouthguard flowing out.
Darlene in a little bit of trouble. Timeout. David Craig gets the mouthguard washed out by the corner man, and the corner man puts the mouthguard in.
What's usually the case of that? Is it just, you lift your jaw open, you got cracked? Sometimes people do it in the latter rounds for a bit of a breather.
Yeah, if you get caught with your mouth open, a mouthguard can come out.
Oh, big shot there too from Darlene, saying, hey, you better leave me alone, girl, because I'm going to give you one of my own. Boom, another one there from Darlene, cracking on the chin there of Francisca.
Francisca, very aggressive, very forward fighter.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier, aggression, activity can win those fights regardless of the skill level of the other fighter.
bell sounds for Darlene's relief.
Still going right into the end clapper. David Craig guiding her over there now, Francisca, and what a round that was. Very active.
Yeah, very intense round. There's all action. The question is she got enough gas in the tank for two more rounds? Probably yes.
Yeah, well, we'll soon find out. I mean, to start like that, Darlene does look in a little bit of trouble there out of the Glossier boxing corner. However, it's just the first round. She could be finding her feet, and we'll see how she goes going into this round 2.
I think with Darlene, she's really needs to establish a good tight defence first and foremost, and then once she finds a gap into the punches, punch in between the punches.
Yeah, good call there, John, and that's probably what they're saying to her now in the corner. Just like you said, beat a beat, back to basics, get that guard tight, read those punches, and then sock it to her. And she actually did land a few nice clean punches near the end there.
Yeah, she does have a strong punch on her.
Nice tight guard there from Darlene, but it's not going to do too much from this aggression of Francisca just smashing through that guard.
Yeah, Francisca, she's really aggressive, but really effective too. She's looking low and punching high, and vice versa.
Oh, another shot landed.
She's loading that left hand up.
Just
body
smashing
attack.
The body. And it's a shot's landing, John, when they hit them and they actually fall back and one of their feet goes off the ground off balance.
That's right. That's a heavy puncher.
Can't celebrate that win too early, though. It's just a count. Fair count, but just a count. So Craig now calls the action back on as they go back in. 1 minute down. Well, almost a minute down, a minute to go. Just fast and furious. Look at Francisca coming. They're both throwing now. Darlene giving a bit back of her own. But looking like she's not enjoying herself right now and then. Francisca's definitely making it hard for her. Yeah. Big shot there.
It's another 8 count there. Probably a good call. David Craig doing a good job looking after the fighters. Health first and foremost.
Yeah, we do love to see the KOs, these hard fights, but we also got to look out for the fighters' safety.
That's right. Darlene really needs to start punching back, otherwise this could be the end of the fight. Francisca, she's not slowing down in one bit.
She's still hanging in there, but Francisca is just a wrecking ball as she comes forward, just taking no prisoners with that style and that tight guard. Good display of aggression and fitness here too, John.
Yeah. These girls have worked hard for this fight.
Oh, just walking forward, smashing. The crowd are going crazy.
They're loving this fight.
Oh, just pushing her into the corner there, punches and bunches. Beautiful finish there. You couldn't ask for more from a corner, right? If you were coaching or in the corner, Francisca, what would you be saying in this round to Darlene, though? What would you be saying as she goes into this third and final?
Well, I'd say to Darlene that you have to start throwing punches and they've got to start landing. Otherwise, I'm going to throw the towel in because I don't want you to get hurt. This is it's just one night in your life. It's a sport, but she really needs to sit down on her mouth guard, bite hard, and just throw punches.
Good call there too, John, because the earlier at times call off a fight, the better you'll be for the next one, and we've got to look out for the health and safety of our fighters in the early stages of their career.
And Darlene's able to do it. She's strong. She's got good strong punches. Probably needs a bit more confidence in herself at the moment, but it's a little bit hard to do when you've got this lady here coming forward. She's been hyperactive at the moment, pumping herself up.
She's ready to go. She's a pocket rocket.
Yeah, well, she's loving it. She's had it all her own way tonight.
And the iron sharpens iron. When you're on a bit of a roll and you're gaining momentum, you come into each round building, and she's just doing that. It's a snowball effect, isn't it?
Yes.
But Darlene does have the power. She is rocking Francisca from time to time, but it's just, and just as you see that, she did rock Francisca.
There's a good example there. A nice short right hand. But she needs to do more of it, though. Like, it's good when you see a fighter having the ability, but she just needs to back herself.
And you never want to see anyone turn away like, oh, geez, it's a quadruple uppercut there. She's taken a page out of Simon Watkins' book with that punch there. I mean, it seems like a bit of a trend. John, you might have to start teaching it.
I do.
Oh, this is wild. Look at her. She's just backing into the corner and throwing punches and bunches. Dave Craig might call this soon. I'm not sure, but Darlene's hanging in there.
Well, Francisca, she's not stopping. She's pretty pumped up. She's excited.
Just chasing it down. Just a vulture.
I think we're getting to the stage where I don't think Darlene wants to be there anymore.
Oh, just as you said that, she heard you, John. She just said, no, I do. 1-2.
She's proved me wrong. Crowd are loving this. They're getting right behind their fighter.
1 minute down, 1 minute to go. I mean, she's taking some huge shots here.
Yeah.
Get that guard up. Get that guard up. She is. It's tight, but she's taking a lot of damage.
Then every now and then she'll pop out with a punch. I'd just like to see a few more punches, like that one. That landed nicely by Darlene.
Just chasing down.
And then again, another right hand. Sorry, a left hand from the orthodox southpaw stance.
Just, Francisca's throwing everything in the kitchen sink and she just can't put Darlene down. The grit of Darlene is just absolutely incredible. She's not going down without a fight, is she, John?
No.
Oh, and she's coming back now. Look at that shot. Why couldn't she do that earlier? I would love to see more. Come on, let's go, Darlene. Oh, she's throwing it back for you now. Oh, another one.
Well, I'm glad it went to the scorecard, so that's a small victory. She went the rounds, went the distance.
And it's a good proving point to yourself, It just goes to show whenever you've got another, you're going through something else or you're going through a tough moment, you went 3 rounds, you went the distance, you didn't give up.
That's right. But this girl here, she's on a different level. Her fitness is incredible. Her boxing technique was really good. Fantastic. Good job. Good job
foundation.
Good way to start a boxing career. Good sportsmanship there. That's nice to see always.
Like you said, we're enemies for 6 and then mates afterwards. And after you've shared the ring with someone like that, it bonds you guys for life in a way. I bet you're probably mates with a couple of your former sparring opponents in the ring.
Yeah, totally. Lots of them all over the world. We often chat.
Here we go now for the official decision from Lieutenant Dan Hennessy, as he'll be putting up the hand of Francisca Kurghan. What a fight, what a performance, well deserved.
Great battle.